Great. Welcome back. Today we're looking at Pages, part of the iWork suite from Apple, and we're covering the menu items. In previous tutorials, we've already covered Pages all the way over to Format, and in this tutorial, we're covering Arrange. Again, I'm going to move quickly through the remainder of these tutorials because all these items are covered inside the inspector, which is this box located over here to the right with these icons. I think you find once you start using the inspector, you might not use the menu options very often, but rest assured everything is located in here. If you're a text-based learner, you like reading, the menu option is probably the easiest for you because everything's typed out. If you're a visual learner, the inspector is probably going to be more your suit. So the Arrange menu, it has to do with objects on a page and how to arrange those objects within the page. So if I go down here and select a picture, so we can unlock some things here. We have options of bringing images forward and backwards. Let's go to the main page. We have three pictures. We have three pictures here layered. One is they're actually on top of each other. In this case, this is the top image. We can see it above the others. We got the shadow there and the page curl. Then the second picture down and the picture on the bottom here. Maybe we want this picture on the top. We go to the Arrange, and here we have bring forward. And you can see it came forward one level. If we go Arrange, bring forward again. Now it's on the top. The next option is send backward. Now you can't bring it forward anymore. These are grayed out because the picture is actually on the top of these images. So if we send backwards, we can send it back one layer. As you see, this layer is still below this one. So I'm going to go ahead and send it backwards again and just show you that it's now to the back because these are grayed out. So if I select this image and it's all the way in the back, and if we had multiple images, let's say we had dozens of images all stacked up here and I want to get this in front, that would be a lot of mouse clicks, just clicking and going forward and forward and forward. And I mean, you could use keyboard shortcuts, but there is a shorter way, and that is bring to front. In this way, I click this, and now it's moved 2 levels up all the way to the front. So if there was 15 or 20 pictures stacked up here, it'd be a little frustrating trying to bring the picture to the front. And that's what that option is for, bringing an image all the way to the front. So if I click on this image and I go to Arrange, it's grayed out because it's in the front, but you also have the option of sending it all the way to the back. So now that makes that image in the very back of the pile. It's a great way of moving images around and shuffling them around on the page. Okay, sending objects to background. If you want an object to appear in the background and actually be like a wallpaper, this is an option of sending it to the background and having your text maybe type over that. We will cover this. I believe we're going to cover this one in the advanced series because it can be a little complex to manipulate, but rest assured you can send anything down to the background and have it become the background. So I can send an object to the background. As you can see here, it's now flattened on the page and it's behind the text. And I can move it around, but it doesn't affect any of the pieces above it. So I'm going to undo that. Go edit, let's see, Control Z, and yeah, there we go. Back to the way we were, like that. Now, Arrange, make background object scalable. So if that's a background object, I guess I'll do it again really quick here. Arrange, send object to background. I've got it in the back. Now you can see when I'm trying to click on that background object, I actually can't select it. It is in the background. It's hidden behind there. It's designed to be a background image and not movable. So you can type right over it. You can put in text here. And it doesn't affect the picture in the background. But in order to grab that, we go back to the Arrange menu, make background objects scalable. So in this case, we make them scalable. And now we can actually grab that object, move it around, and we can scale that. So that's the Arrange and making background objects scalable, not scalable. I unchecked that, and again, I can't go in and modify that. So it protects it, so we can type right over it. Moving on in Arrange, bring background objects to the front. The objects have to be scalable before you can do that. So make background object scalable, and then we can go ahead and click on that object, and then go bring background objects to the front. Select that, and now it's in front of the text. The text hasn't disappeared. It's in the front of the text, so we can edit this. In the previous chapter, we played around with the mask a little bit on this. So if I go edit mask, I can make the whole castle appear here. Let's bring this out. There we go. And click outside. And we're going to go ahead and make background objects scalable. We're going to deselect that, and that will send it right. Should send it right to the back again. Arrange. It's in the background. There we go. So now it's in the back there, and I've made the object bigger. Okay, flip horizontally, flip vertically, self-explanatory. Arrange, I could flip horizontally, and you see the image has been flipped horizontally. We'll cover this at a later time. Flip vertically, the image has been flipped vertically now. And okay, aligning objects left, right, and center, top, middle, bottom, and distributing objects. I will cover this at a later time when I'm doing a lot of objects on a page, but this allows you to grab multiple objects and align them. So if we had, let's say, 2 objects here, we can go to Arrange and Distribute Objects, Align Objects Center, and you can see they're aligned in the center now. And we could say Distribute Objects horizontally, and now they're distributed horizontally. So it's a quick time. When you're dealing with multiple objects and dozens of objects on a page, the Arrange feature in the aligning and distributing objects is very powerful because it allows you to move those around without actually grabbing them all one at a time. So locking objects and unlocking objects, the shortcut Apple L allows you, once you get an object in place and you don't want anybody to move that object, or you don't want to move the object, especially with the formatting of font and whatnot, you can go to Arrange, lock the object. You can see here now the little grab bars when you would click on a picture are gone. If I scroll down to this next page, I'll show you when I grab this picture, get the little grab handles that we can make the picture bigger and smaller. If I go to these that we just locked, you see that they got little X's on them, and that's signifying these images are locked. We can unlock those. See, the Alt Apple L is the shortcut key, and that's unlocked. This one's not. This one is. And now we can go back and re-edit this image. So good feature. I'll show you later on where how that becomes important. I'm going to unlock this for the time being and do the final. We're going to show you grouping. In this case, we have 2 pictures. Maybe we want these pictures as a group. I don't want to move this individually, and I don't want to lock it because I want to move the pictures as a pair, but I want them layered like this. I can select both pictures holding the Shift key down or the Apple key down. I can select multiple images. And I can go to Arrange and group these images, and now you see the grab handles have gone to the outside of all those pictures, and now if I scale these pictures, they scale as a group, and they're constrained to be the same size, and I can move them around as a group. So that's a great feature when you have a lot of images or text boxes and things and you want them to move as a group. You definitely want to be using the grouping feature. So that's it for Arrange. Come on back.